You know when you feel the weight of sadness. You may feel exhausted, hopeless, and anxious. Whatever you do, you feel lonely and don't enjoy the things you once loved. Things just don't feel like they used to.
The pharmaceutical industry in this country and in other countries around the world have very strong grips on governments. In this country, the lobbying that's done to our national representatives, to state legislatures, is immense. A lot of money is spent. So they're very, 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 very powerful. One of the ramifications of this is the amazing amount of people in the United States that are drugged. Some put the number of people drugged in the United States around 30 to 50 million people. The sad thing is the number of children who are on prescription drugs in this country, very powerful prescription drugs, often prescribed by doctors, not telling the parents what the side effects are because maybe the doctors don't really know the true side effects. This is even true with psychiatry now, where your first visit to a psychiatrist, where you might have had in the past 20 or 30 years ago a long train of visits where you're on a couch and had talk therapy, which obviously I think could be very healthy for some people. Sometimes on the first visit now, people are prescribed drugs to supposedly help them with their psychological problems. An example is a young man named Gabriel Myers, a Florida child who was in a foster home. He's 7 years old. He was given 3 psychotropic drugs. Obviously the cocktail was poisonous. He went into the bathroom allegedly and hung himself with a shower cord shortly thereafter. Studies show that at least 60 to 90% of children in foster care homes or children residential facilities are on some kind of drugs. We also see it in public schools in the United States where Ritalin, up to 5 million children in this country are probably on Ritalin, which is supposedly a drug that helps with ADHD, or what we used to call hyperactivity in children. In other words, childish behavior. Kids are drugged, they settle down. Supposedly it helps academic performance, but I'm told by teachers across the country that they really see a sad decline in students on Ritalin. They used to be some of their brightest students, and all of a sudden they're placid and just sit and stare at their desks. These drugs, psychotropic drugs, do have an impact on kids. Eric Harris, one of the Columbine high school shooters, was on psychotropics when he committed the atrocities in Colorado at Columbine High School. 8 out of the last 13 school shooters were on some kind of mind-altering psychotropic drugs. So they do have an impact on the young people that are being fed these drugs. In fact, one doctor said it's like putting cement in the minds of children to be feeding these drugs to them. They do alter their minds. While their minds are melting away, sometimes they go crazy, they shoot others, or they kill themselves. This is unfortunate. What should we do? Well, obviously there's a number of things that have impacted kids in this country. One is the strong push by the pharmaceutical companies to sell drugs to the American population. That has worked very well. You turn on television now, you have the pharmaceutical companies pitching drugs to you on television. The breakdown of the family. Families are unstable today. Most kids don't have a stable environment, especially kids in foster homes and residential facilities. They have problems, so they're put on drugs. We have, in essence, in my opinion, kind of reached a dead end. We're going to have to figure out in this country what is most important. Is it our children? Is it money? Is it drugs? What do we think is the most important thing? Is it order? Is it stable homes? In the words of the great French patriot and writer Albert Camus, this is what he had to say. We're faced with evil. As for me, I feel rather as Augustine did before becoming a Christian when he said, I tried to find the source of evil and I got nowhere. But it's also true that I and a few others know what must be done, if not to reduce evil, at least not to add to it. Perhaps we cannot prevent this world from being a world in which children are tortured, but we can reduce the number of tortured children. And if you don't help us, who else in the world can help us do this?